it going? Yes. Yeah. All right. Hey guys. So FYI, we are having a little bit of technical issues again with YouTube Live. So if you have the ability, if there's any problems with YouTube Live, don't even worry about it. Switch over to Facebook. Go to our the Mountain Young Facebook side, and we are on Facebook Live today also. I'm hoping that both of them will go and be fairly smooth. We will adjust cameras and do what we have to keep everything running as smooth as possible. So if you have audio issues, tell us, okay? If you have video issues, tell us. All right, we're still trying to figure some of this stuff out and what's going to be the best method of doing all this. So I will be dealing with some technical issues right over here. And Mrs. Hampton is going to be here trying to run both computers for us, the Facebook computer and the YouTube computer. So just let me know, and we'll get it fixed one way or another, okay?
Again, the live, just so you know, the live video is also on the Mount as well as you start having problems with the YouTube feed.
Hey, I think I found a better camera angle for Facebook. So let us know if you need, camera angles a little bit or, any of that stuff, guys. What we're seeing is not necessarily exactly what you guys are seeing. So all right, stay here for a minute, okay? I just saw our YouTube thing. It said something about the connection being unstable. So let me see if I can figure something out here real quick. I will be back. Stay here. I'll tell you, guys, you're going to need something that you can punch and kick at today. And see if you can take a minute or two and clear up some space. You're going to be doing some forms today. I'll be back in just a second.
Morning, Soriano, or at least Mr. Soriano. You're welcome. Good morning, Miss Carr. I'm going to make my quick announcement while we're waiting and while I have a good connection with you guys. So I need my red belts. That Mrs. Carr and Mrs. Soriano and the Sorianos, please get in contact me either via my email, which is at vhansen@mountainyoung-tkd.com, or via Facebook Messenger. I have some things that I need to talk to the red belts and black belts. So Anwar, Miss Anwar, if you're on, you as well, and please get in touch with me via my email. Again, vhansen@mountainyoung-tkd.com, or via Facebook Messenger as soon as possible, like by the end of today if you can.
Or they have your number.
They don't have that. I don't have that video. No.
1
Oh, so goodness. Good morning, Miss Anwar.
How's it look?
So far, so good.
No, I mean the camera. Like, just is it?
It looks good.
I mean, it's centered still.
Yeah.
I just moved it a little bit.
I feel really stuff out of it. Yeah. I made my announcement already. So.
Again, let me know about any of the connection issues, or let us know what's going on there. Miss Sampson, who all is here?
So we've got Mr. Malik and Miss Matthews.
Okay.
We've got the Sorianos.
Awesome.
We've got Miss Carr.
Okay.
And we've got Miss Anwar.
Oh, very cool. All right.
And Dr. Kramer.
Hi. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. Just to make sure everybody is.
So just don't go to the edge of the Zoom app.
Why not?
You can't see it.
Here?
No, you can see it there, but towards me.
Oh, right, yeah.
Front corner.
Okay, sorry, guys, trying to get our boundaries set up and everything. Actually, it looks like I can turn the camera down a little bit, and we will get started. We got a small flag over here. So, yeah, I'm Joe. Book down. Solomon Kuni. Fine. All right. So those of you guys who haven't joined too many times, I don't spend a lot of time warming up. I expect you guys to be warmed up and ready to go by the time you guys join us in class.
Oh, where's your Bluetooth? Mr. Knowles says audio is not clear.
Audio is not clear. Okay. Give me 1 second here, guys.
Sorry, we're on audio.
Okay, guys. I just got my Bluetooth mic, as you can see. So let me know real quick. Everybody hear me better now?
And then we've got the Miss Sibler and Mr. Meeks on Facebook.
Oh, cool. Hey, guys. How's it going?
Yeah, Miss Matthews says, is it the video buffers every 3 to 4 minutes?
Okay. As far as YouTube live here goes, guys, we'll do our best. Just let it, we'll have to fix it later. I don't want to spend your entire class time working on technical details. So hopefully the audio is a little bit better.
Also, if it continues to buffer, like I said, we're running Facebook
yes,
Live as
there's
well.
Facebook Live, guys.
So
Facebook Live. Okay, so the Mount Sion Facebook page, and like I said, that's part of the reason why we're trying to run 2 different things, just to make sure you guys get the best of what we got. So, real fast, if you guys look over here to my right, I have the beginnings of fortune posts over here. Okay, they haven't ready yet, but I want you guys to know that I have really done the work. You guys will see those videos up here pretty soon.
Dr. Bettas are on Facebook.
Cool. Okay, so let's get started. We'll do a quick little stretch here, guys. Everybody put your feet together, bend over, touch your toes. I'm going to go.
And Miss Matthews says it's a lot better for the audio.
Good. Stand up, cross your feet, and touch your toes. And stand up, cross them the other way, touch your toes. Like I said, just a nice little light warm up. Then we'll get started here. Okay, feet apart, hands down in the center. Make sure you're doing your best here to really actually feel the stretch. So if you need to go a little bit wider, go wider. Okay. Left side. Right side. Good. Stand up. Okay. One arm behind your head. Pull it in. Chin up. And switch. Good. Bring one arm across your chest. Pull it in nice and tight. Switch. All right. Okay. So I hope you guys took the couple of minutes, as I said, and grabbed a couple of things that you can be punching and kicking at. And we're going to work on types of kicks that we haven't really done too much of. We've done a lot of front kicks, a lot of side kicks, a lot of turning kicks. We haven't done a lot of the reverse spinning kicks and stuff like that. So you are a gold belt, which it sounds like I got several out there. The only kick that you do where you're turning backwards is a back kick. So if I say, start kicking, that's what you're going to be concentrating on for a couple of minutes. Okay? If you're a green belt, I actually want you doing a reverse hook. And if you don't know it, then we're going to be getting through it here in just a second. Okay? So, if you are a blue belt, okay, reverse crescent kicks are actually what I want you concentrating on. And if you are above that, then, well, you kind of got a lot of kicks. So you can kind of pick and choose a little bit between them. You can start with back kicks, hook kicks, and crescent kicks, and whatnot, okay? I got focus pads. Hopefully you guys have something to aim at. But first, put one leg behind you in an L stance, a fighting stance. Okay, hands up. We are kicking. Every single kick, when you are turning backwards, starts with the front foot. Here's your winder. Okay, your heel comes up slightly. You turn your foot around. At the same time, you're turning your body. You look over the shoulder, you're turning. Once your back is pointed at your target, the foot comes up and kick. Okay? Your job here is to remember, turn the foot, adjust your body weight to the leg that's turning around, and then kick. Okay? Make sure you can see your target, all kind of good stuff. So, from right here, one more time. You're in your fighting stance. Foot turns around. Okay? Notice that my knee is bent. I know you guys have never heard me say that. Bend your knee. Okay? Shift your body weight to that foot. Look over your shoulder. Kick. Okay? Obviously, I'm showing you guys back kicks, but if you're doing a hook kick, everything happens the same. Foot turns, knee bends. Shift your body weight. Look over your shoulder. Hook kick. Okay? Now, where it changes, your crescent kick. Okay? You have to continue turning for your crescent kick. So, you're here. Your foot turns, your knee bends, your body weight shifts. You're looking over your shoulder, and you turn all the way around. When you're facing your target, that's where your crescent kick happens. Okay. You guys will have to forgive me just a little bit here. We are on a little bit of a slant. The upper side here is actually about 4 inches higher than this side here. There is that much of a difference. Okay, so target, throw your kick. Okay, there's your reverse crescent kick. Okay, so
We're buffering on campus.
not moving this. Yeah, that's a stable connection. I don't know. I'll figure it out somehow. All right, Mr. Hanson, here. Take your body stand. So, you have your target, whatever it is. I don't care if it's a piece of paper, it counts. Okay? Do that with just a little bit. Is he still good on Facebook?
We're still good on Facebook.
I mean, he can be seen?
No.
Okay.
Except the other one.
Switch.
No,
This is the other
he's off the camera, that one.
Okay, you need to come. All right. Friendly neighborhood polar bear. Now move that way a little bit, please. Okay. So, your target. I know you guys can't really see from these camera angles, but we'll do our best here, okay? So, the pad is not directly in front of him. It's actually where his back is, okay? So that when he turns his foot and he shifts his body weight, he's ready to kick the pad straight on, okay? So, the red pad is in front of him, the black pad is behind him. Okay? So, he turns, he looks, he kicks, and he's kicking the black, not the red, okay? So, when you guys are doing this, I want you guys, you're going to do 20 of these, okay? 10 on each leg. Switch back and forth. That's perfectly fine. You can do all 10 on one side or 5 on each side. Switch back and forth. I don't care. But you're doing 20 of them, okay? So, get your stance. Okay? Ready? I'm not counting for you guys. You guys are kicking on your own. Go, kick up. Okay? Okay? And take your time. Make sure you're hitting every single piece. Okay? Don't let yourself get caught up in just whacking away as fast as you can. Alright? And if you guys are watching at the same time as you're kicking, Mr. Hanson is swinging his arms in a circle. We don't want that. Keep it nice and close to yourself as you turn.
So if your audio is choppy and the video is not, just watch what they're doing on the video. Right now we're having issues with the computer that YouTube is on, so do the best you can with what you're getting on your computer or on your TV.
So, Mr. Hanson, you're going to do it without a sergeant for a minute. Okay, keep going. Same side. So, right here is what I wanted to show you guys, okay? So if you look right here, not keeping this defense, okay? It actually has to straighten out. Okay? It looks bad. To him, it looks that would think I'm crazy. I'm not. Okay? When he stands, okay, and I don't fix it, go back to where it was. Okay? Look at where his body weight is. His body weight is still on his foot back here. So start over. You turn your foot. Your knee comes down so that your butt, your rear end, can get over your heel. You should be dragging that other foot behind you by this point, just slightly on the ground before you kick. Okay, try it again. Other side. Oh, no, you're okay, you're okay. I'm backwards now. Go. Okay, so now he's driving himself forward. That's what you want to be doing for these kicks. Okay, so that's for that kick, hook kick, even reverse crescent kick works the same. Mr. Hanson, show us reverse crescent kick, please. Okay, so he turns, his body weight should shift over to the other leg, pulling his foot towards the target. Okay, reverse crescent. Okay, he's not raising his knee up to kick now. I know you guys haven't heard me say that either. Okay, so Get ready. So remember on the reverse crescent kick, your target isn't this way to you. It's this way.
What's this narrow sister from the valley?
Oh, awesome. Hello, Miss Cisneros. She's here. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter how. Okay, so kick again. So it's not really your spin. It's not really your spin that has to be fast. It has to be complete for a reverse crescent kick. Okay, try the other side of the chance. This will show them how you're striking the pass. All right, so you're here. So if you notice, look where his foot was. If you guys can see that, Miss Hanson, something's wrong with Facebook. Okay. So if you watched his foot, his toes were still pointing somewhere over there, while his target was over here. You have to complete the turn before you kick. Moments before you kick.
I do want to remind you guys, these are not the shoes that I'm supposed to be wearing for
All
Taekwondo.
excuses aside, if you don't complete your turn, your kick will never work. See, so his toes were a little closer to pointing at me, and he was able to complete the kick.
Something's wrong.
Camera's overheating.
All right. Hopefully, you guys who were on Facebook, I hope you switched over to YouTube. Ms. Sampson's working on the problem. We're just having all sorts of issues and stuff here. I apologize, but let's keep going for now. We'll fix it later. Okay, so complete the turn. Okay, this is true for every single kick that you're doing as a turn of some kind. You know, regular front kick, regular side kick, turning kick, whatever. Okay, so kicks. His foot was still sideways. He's got to turn just a little bit more before he kicks. We're only talking 15, 20 degrees. There we go. That was a little bit better. Okay, so we're going to switch our kicks here just a little bit. Okay, if you were doing that kick, I want you to put a turning kick in front of it now, so it becomes turn kick back kick combination. So one leg does the turning kick, set it down, spin, do the back kick with the other leg. Okay, what Mr. Hanson was just showing, turning kick, back kick. If you were doing a reverse hook kick, you're going to do the same thing. I want turning kick, reverse hook kick. That was reverse crescent. Hook kick.
Got them mixed up, sir.
Turning kick. That was still more of a crescent kick. Let's try it one more time, Mr. Hanson.
Who is this way?
Turning kick. That was a little bit better. Kick was off angle, just so you guys. Okay, if you are just now getting back onto Facebook, well, just getting to see us again, sure you drop in a line to Mrs. Hanson here, please. I want to make sure that, you know, they're fixed at least for the next few minutes. Okay, so if you are doing the reverse crescent kick, I actually want you to do inward crescent kick, reverse crescent kick combination. So inward crescent, reverse crescent. Okay, so I want you to actually start start kicking. Okay, concentrate on doing 5 per side from now on. Okay, so 5 on one side, then switch 5 on the other side, and keep doing that even while we add stuff. Okay, you don't need your targets for this just yet. I just want you going through combination. Okay, so Mr. Hanson, you want to do this? All right, start with turning kick back combination. All right, but actually, step back for a second. I'm going to just have as much towards the camera as I can. All right, so take your time. Complete each kick before you jump into the next one. Turning kick, reverse hook kick, okay? Turning kick, back kick, complete each kick, okay? Inward crescent kick, reverse crescent kick, complete each kick before we move on to the next, okay? So, 1, and then 2, 1, and then 2, and keep going. Just do 5 per side, okay? The ultimate number, you know, to do 1,000 kicks today, awesome. All right, Mr. Hanson.
Okay, so we're gonna back on.
Excellent. Okay, again, you guys on Facebook, apologize for the issues we're having. We're doing our best here, I promise. So, gold belts are doing turning kick, back kick combination on each side, and just keep doing them. Concentrate on your kick, okay? Complete one, then the other. Turning kick, reverse hook kick, and for blue belts and above, you're doing inward crescent kick, reverse crescent kick. Okay, so over here, please. For you guys on Facebook, I know that the camera picture is a little bit small. I apologize again, but watch as best you can. If you can't see, yell at Mrs. Hanson. So, Mrs. Hanson over here. Take the fighting stance. Back up a little bit. Okay, and turning kick, back kick. Go. Turning kick, back kick. One kick at a time. Okay, you guys will notice he's going backwards. Again, we are on a slant. That's because he's not turning into the back kick. His foot's turning and he's kicking, but his body weight is still behind his kick instead of going where his kick is going. Go. 1, 2. Again. And again, you guys are doing 5 per side, even while I'm talking and correcting stuff here. Okay. There we go. So now everything was controlled. He was moving forward. Do that again. That was a good one. Better, better. And remember, you don't have to keep turning just because you're turning backwards. Once your body is in the right position, you just kick. Okay. Which means
No, actually, it's fine.
go. Good. Again. Better. His kicks keep getting a little more control when he actually is moving with his kick. Okay, that's part of the job here. All right, now comes the fun one for Mr. Hanson. Inward crescent kick, reverse crescent kick. There. Inward. So this one was a little bit harder because you have to turn more. You have to stop your turn just as you hit.
I don't have to do a butterfly kick, sir.
Keep going, keep going. Ah, see, he really cheated his first kick, and both of his kicks went from being about this high. Now he's kicking to down here. And kicks are head section, guys. They gotta be up there. Even raising them up, now he's actually got a bit of control back. So he's not swinging himself into a circle. Go. Okay, so keep going, Mr. Hanson. All right, that whole 5 per side. Yeah, you guys are gonna do a lot of kicks. Okay. You know, you do 5 on, 5 on the other, 5 on one, 5 on the other, keep switching back and forth. Okay, so now these backwards spinning kicks. Now I want you guys to control them a little bit. Okay, so you're going to do your turning kick first. You're going to do whatever your second kick is. Okay, inward crescent, reverse crescent. Okay, I'm going to start there. Now I want to see inward crescent kick, reverse crescent kick. Without putting your foot down, I want you to throw a front kick. So it becomes reverse crescent, front kick. Okay? So if you're doing a hook kick, then I want turning kick, reverse hook kick, side kick. I want you to actually stop that rotation so that you don't swing all the way through, throw your hook kick, pull it back in and do side kick. Okay? Again, Concentrate on one kick at a time. Now, for the back kick, I actually want you to throw two back kicks. So if it comes turning kick, back kick, middle high, or middle mid, okay, not low middle or low low, all right, or middle low. I don't want that either. I want middle middle or middle high, okay. So you have turning kick, back kick. You have turning kick, reversal kick, side kick, or inward crescent kick, reverse crescent kick, front kick. Who did it? Okay. Control your kick. Okay. One kick at a time. Again, 5 on each side. 5 on one, then switch. Okay. Chance. Yeah. Let's see if we can do it. This one. Start with the turning kick and the back kick. Sure. Go, 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 go. Yep, yep. Getting backwards. Yeah. Okay, try the other way. So Mr. Hanson, I'm making him do like all the kicks here, so he's going to do a few of each.
Questions if you have them.
Yes. Don't stop asking questions. Okay, you need me to slow down. You need me to have me go around my wrist. No, put it back on. Okay. Yes. Ask questions. I do want to hear them. Okay. You know, what part of the foot are you supposed to be hitting with? All that kind of good stuff. You know, where should my hands be? Should my hands be up high? Should they be down low? Answers in the middle. All right. Elbows in, hands up. They just go from side to side. Nothing else. Okay. But all right, put your hands. Go on to the turn kick, side kick.
Oh. Although we haven't seen it in a while.
What's up?
Mr. Coon.
Wow. Mr. Coon, how's it going? Good to hear from you.
Mr. Coon.
Keep going, keep going. See, his hook kicks off to one side. He's got to bring it all, his hook kick around without turning his body to make it happen. Go, keep going. Turning kick. Hook kick, side kick. Oh, see, his hook kick went for Mr. Hanson where the computers are instead of towards our back door, which is right here, by the way. Okay, keep going, Mr. Hanson. Oh, it was a little bit better. There we go. See, he concentrated on completing his kick. They were there. Okay, his balance was off. I'm not going to get that picky. He completed his kicks, which is what my goal is today. There we go. That's what I'm after. Nice. Okay, now try the inward crescent kick, reverse crescent kick, front. Inward. Reverse. See? Balance. Yep, keep going, keep going, keep going. All right. So, while you guys, I don't know how many of you guys are actually outside today. All right, but let's take a 2-minute break. Mr. Hanson, if you could bring my green water bottle down here. Okay. What's up? So, like I said, guys, I am sorry about all these technical issues that we're having. And we've lost both Facebook and YouTube at one point today. So, we'll get it sorted out. Got another 2 minutes or so here. All right. If you're outside, make sure you got water really close by. I mean, probably in your backyard or something like that. But make sure you got water really close by. And is warm. To me, it feels good, guys. This is actually just a tiny bit cool for me, but you know, I realize not everybody likes the heat kind of as much as I do. This is Hanson Clean too. I like this. Our local polar bear in our backyard, not so fond of the heat, but she, for some reason, still loves to be outside more than anything else. So.
Any questions while we're on our break for Mr. Hanson? Any questions for Mr. Hanson while we're on our break? And this includes the ones on Facebook too. Make sure you're asking questions if you have them.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get back to it. It's enough for kicking for today. Let's move on to patterns. Okay, so first off, I want you to do a four direction punch, right in the four direction block, chunji, danga. I want you to do the patterns that are 2 belt ranks underneath yours. Okay, so if white belts, you guys are going to start doing all 5 there, right? Left direction punch, block, and chunji. Gold belts, you're doing all of them. Green belts, you guys should be doing all of them as well. That's because white belts underneath you, right? Okay, but if you are a blue belt, you should be doing the gold belt and green belt patterns, so on and so forth. Okay, so 2 belts underneath you. Start your patterns now. Okay, Mr. Hanson here, who's a second dan, he's actually got to do the red belt pattern. Okay, so you got first 3, and then you got red belt, right? So, Mr. Hanson, why don't you start one with I would start touching. That way you get plenty of space. A little further back there. Okay. So kind of the theme that I just made, complete your technique. Okay? Don't start until your stance is completely extended, until your technique is completely extended.
You're standing right in front of him.
I am not. See? All right. All right. Hand position. Hands should be closed but not clenched until you have a technique that's specifically handed. Knife hand, straight naked thrust, things like that. Whoa! Attack fire as well. Okay, good, relax. Go grab
on the Mrs. story on going back to the picture, she said she finds herself spinning on heel.
Okay. To prevent heel spinning, okay? So spinning on like this instead of like this. This is actually the answer right here, okay? Making sure that you lift your heel up until you kick. Okay? Right as you kick, your heel touches down. Okay? That should actually cause you to rock across your foot. Okay? So here to here, right as you kick. Alright? And then right? And then not leaning necessarily into the kick, but using the ball of your foot to push into the kick. Okay? So again, gripping with the ball of your lean over your heel. Okay? So, I got it. Turning, bending that knee here, pushing into the kick. Literally extending your leg, your standing leg into the kick will help with that, okay? Next week, when we do class, make sure you ask that same question again. That way I make sure to hit it. I'll try to remember it, okay? Where we can practice some of that. But follow the foot. Always using the ball of your foot for every part of what you're doing, okay? So, Mr. Hanson is no longer being attacked by our tree. So, again, complete each technique, guys. What I'm after here today, okay? Complete your technique. Can remember the right position, sir? Mr. Hanson needs to be reviewing the red belt videos also that we've made for patterns. Go ahead, Mr. Once again, Mr. Hanson needs to be reviewing the patterns videos that we have made for all of our students, including those living with us.
So Mr. Hanson needs to slide like one step.
All right, good enough. All right, yeah. So nice hand block. All right, he's fired. All right, Hanson kind of needs to review patterns too, apparently. So for those of you guys on Chung I hope you're paying a little bit of attention here. Okay, here's Chung Mu. Sorry, guys. Had to miss fine. Not quite ready for G post. Chung Mu. One technique at a time. Long day.
And are the lower ranks doing their pattern?
Yes. You should still be doing your patterns. 2 belts beneath yours. So Washington Hanson is finishing up for everybody out there. That's about hand techniques in time. When should your hands actually touch each other in a clinch? It's kind of a weird question, okay? But there is actually a real time for it. Okay. And it's not when most people think it is. Everybody chill out for a second, take a breath, okay? So my question, when should your hands touch each other in hand techniques, specifically in patterns, okay? So I'm going to show you guys a few examples here, okay? So if I'm standing at Chumbi in a pattern, and I'm supposed to be in a closed, ready stance, such as Closed ready stance A, B, and C. Okay. Your hands should touch. Okay. When you are doing crosses, your hands should touch, your wrist should, right? Okay. But when else should your hands touch? This answer you watching. That's for answers. Yeah. Okay. Anybody? I asked you a real brain question here. I know it's probably going to take you a minute. I want to hear at least a couple of answers. Okay, when should your hands touch? Right, this your hands. Start one getting against them. Okay, so right there. Ah, hello, gentlemen. I don't know if you guys just came in, but I just asked a really interesting question. At least I think so. Okay, when should your hands touch in a pattern outside of ready position and crosses for technique? Okay, so this should be parallel ready stance. Parallel ready stance with the heavenly hand. Okay. Another example of when your hands should touch. Okay, but all right, Mr. Hanson, begin elongated. Go. And just keep moving until I say you stop it. Closed ready stance B. His hands should be touching.
Oh, Miss Soriano said the release and with the side kicking while wrong.
Okay, so there are specific times where your hands should come together. I agree. Okay, I would absolutely agree with that. I mean, there's times where it specifically said bring the palm to a forefist, bringing one hand on top of the other. Okay, in one of my patterns, okay, you actually are told to bring your palm underneath your underfist and rotate them until your hand faces down. Okay, these are times. There are times, but I'm just going to time out for a second, please. Go back to the beginning. I see this a lot. Okay, go. Just go there. Keep going. Okay, so go back to position C. Okay, so his hands are here. They're already starting. Okay.
Mr. Giornazzi says it depends on the hand technique, but it would at the end.
Okay. Sometimes, yes. Again, there are very specific times, but in the middle of the technique, okay, right here, he should already have one hand out and the other one on his hip. Okay, because this is where a technique starts. Okay, and then as he's moving forward, his hands should pass each other, but they should not meet in the middle. And this next thing right there, this is not part of a punch. Doing this thing here. Okay, so he has his upset punch here.
Sorry, you're buffering right now.
Apologize, guys. Okay, he'll catch up. Okay, so his hands are here. He should be turning this hand over and reaching out with it as he steps into the next technique. This hand should stay here until they both start moving. Okay? And just so that this should travel with this across your rotation. Okay. So there's not this little mid position for techniques. You don't start a technique here and then move. Okay, you go from your one technique, passing through the middle for whatever that middle section is to the next one. But you shouldn't be bringing the hands together like this. Okay, I actually don't know of a taekwondo technique that looks like this. Okay, wedging block, not this thing. Okay, so back to your pattern. So here's where I want everybody to be. Okay, going back up. Want you to do the highest ranking pattern that you know now. That's whatever pattern you have learned that is the newest. Okay, so I know a lot of you guys tested and stuff just before we got our stay-at-home orders. Okay, that's all right. If we did not talk to you and say that you failed your test, you passed your test. You are your new rank. Okay, so
I forgot, Miss Ogowski's watching on Facebook, and I forgot to say hi to Mr. Holtman. So.
hi guys. So I want you to begin the highest pattern that you know. Speed time. Again, complete each technique. Don't start one technique until the previous technique has been completed. This is the pattern that Mr. Hansen is having to do. Originally was called Touche, but its name got replaced with Codon. And it is not an easy pattern. Flat ground in a cool gym, let alone on a soft, squishy mat ground that's been heated and softened warm on a hill. Either way, be sure to complete your technique. Remember, your technique should have power. Your hands should not meet in the middle unless they are moving through a technique or across. That's really the only time they should meet in the middle. I slid back. Good. Go. Okay. If you're doing this in grass, watch your footing. Okay. Don't need to be messing up ankles to perform a pattern. Mr. Hansen is having to go forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards. Okay, this is how you learn to do patterns in a confined space.
I was gonna say the next round I can do like a lower rank pattern the same way.
Absolutely.
Just for the white belts and gold belts that are watching.
He's up and jump. Mr. Hansen claims he loves this pattern. Touche! This is his all-time favorite one. I hate it, guys. All right, put on. Relax, take a breath. All right, Mr. Hansen would like to do a pattern here as well.
You can't do anything else but like
Okay. Mr. Hansen, I'm going to be doing one of my patterns here in a second. Okay, so I want you to redo this pattern. Again. What range are you?
not more than that.
I would be done then. Why not? All right. Again, guys, complete your technique. Not move until your technique is 100% completed. Now, this Hansen is doing a particularly difficult black belt pattern called the bend. Not really, guys. It's okay. It's what her knee is allowed to do at the moment. So, whenever you're ready. Okay. Yeah. Again, make sure each technique is 100% complete. There's no rush to get to the next move, ever. Well, unless you're supposed to do the pattern as fast as you can. In which case, the job is done. All right, so, okay.
Just for the white belts that are out there, we'll do some D really quick too. Just so you guys can see what the lower rank patterns should look like, and you can do them at like.
There should be a complete stop with your technique before the next one. Ms. Hansen is actually exaggerating it just a little bit, which is actually good right now. Okay? Learn to stop. Okay? Go is great, but it's not the only thing out there.
Good. And G.
All right. Tag.
Tag.
All right. Actually, you're not it. Tag. So now to add a piece for you guys. Okay. Foot placement. Okay. Part of what you're looking for is being very precise, making sure your feet do the same thing all the time. Okay. The pattern I'm going to do. Oh, yes. Okay. So I'm going to do. Okay. I'm going to do a 50-degree pattern called Sejong. Okay. You guys can watch or you can do a pattern. I don't care. Okay. And then you can come back and you can watch this again. But what I want you to look at, foot placement. Okay. Is that a really long one? No. Okay. So, Sejong. John. So, Mr. Hanson's question, so I'm sure you guys heard it. Sejong's have two patterns. Sejong, what I just did.
Wanyo. Miss Butler wants to see Wanyo.
No, okay, no, that's fine. So, Sejong, the one I just did is a short pattern, 24 movements. If you notice, no technique repeats. Some of the foot movements do, but not the techniques. Okay, the second one, Sosan, is the longest pattern in Taekwondo. That's 72 moves. You're not seeing that one today. Did you want to do one, Yo? Or do you want me to? Okay, Mr. Hanson wants to do one, Yo. So, back. There you go. Jumbi, the British hand A, so his hands are a little high. He thinks he's 6 feet tall already. So, ready? Teacher. So I know you guys probably can't see on Facebook exactly where he's at, but that part of the pattern is exactly the same as the beginning. Reverse straight to the front, front kick, walking to the first punch, then shoot your suicide kick, and shoot your wham! Right foot returns. Okay. Wanyo is in our pattern videos online on our YouTube page. So make sure you take a look at it. If you need more, make sure you get a hold of us via Facebook, or if you have our phone number, feel free to text us and ask us questions as well. We have a lot of stuff to do. Apparently, Mr. Hanson decided that we absolutely needed our dog to show up. This is Zelda. She does not learn Taekwondo. She's very misbehaved still. So, a couple of announcements. I said at the beginning, I just want to make sure you guys know. I do have the beginnings here of my forging posts. They are going to be online how I made them, so that you guys can do the same if you want to. We are going to be starting classes in the park next to our house here pretty soon. We will let you guys know as soon as that really gets on the ground. Yeah.
Again, make sure red belts and
Red belts and black belts who are out there. Make sure you get a hold of Mrs. Hanson, myself, Dr. Kramer, Mr. John, Mr. Patterson, somehow with your contact information. Okay. We have been having a couple of meetings and stuff, so we want to be able to make sure all our information that we have is coming out. We have not heard a starting time at all from the city of Aurora at the moment. So we don't know when we're going to have live in-person recreation classes or whatever again. We just don't know yet. So keep in touch. Otherwise,
sorry for the technical difficulties today.
yes, really sorry for those technical difficulties. We are on Facebook Live. We are on YouTube Live now. We are doing this each week. So whichever one is better for you, join. And if you need to bounce between them because of technical difficulties, please do. Okay. If you can run both of them at the same time, even better. Okay. That you don't have to stop and switch, all that stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed today, and we will see you guys in class next week. Forget. Fíjate. Yep. Anjo. Mucha. Good. Do no speech. Speech up. I shall observe the tenets of Taekwondo. I shall respect my instructors and seniors. I shall never misuse Taekwondo. I will be a champion of freedom and justice. I will help build a more peaceful world. And tenets. Courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, indomitable spirit. Yep. Solomon K. Kunin. Taekwondo. And college. Isa. Good job, guys. I'll see you next week. Take it easy.